And welcome indeed back to Donington, where the weather conditions for racing are absolutely perfect, although the spectators and marshals might disagree with me because it is a very, very cold wind blowing here. But the speeds in practice this morning have been pretty good indeed. The lap record here at Donington stands at 1 minute 15.1 seconds, a speed of 93.82, and that is held by Barry Sheene. Barry Sheene, not surprisingly, tops the practice leaderboard, 1:17.7. He should be there, but Barry Sheene is not on the starting grid. He went down the paddock a little while ago on his machine, but he's not there. But that is number 2, Ron Haslam from Langley Mill, second, 1 minute 18 seconds he lapped this morning. The leader at the moment, incidentally, of the British Championship, having won the 2 rounds so far. An up-and-coming star, no doubt about that. Next to him, third fastest in practice, number 10, Mick Grant, 1 minute 18.6. Mick, a change of leathers this year into the red because he's riding for Honda later on. At the moment, he's on a Suzuki, which not the one that broke down in Venezuela, but that cost somewhere around about £8,500, excluding VAT. Mick Grant from Huddersfield. Next to him is number 11, Roger Marshall, a former British champion. He lapped in 1 minute 19.1 seconds, and a man who is always there about the place. That's number 11, Roger Marshall, fourth. In fifth place in practice, number 5, that's John Newbold, a butcher by trade, would you believe? And he lapped in 1 minute 19.3 seconds. Back now, riding the Suzuki and riding very well in practice this morning, 1 minute 19.3. And there's Barry Sheene, number 7, in pole position, 1 minute 17.7 seconds. Favourite for this race, obviously, and I wonder what the American challenge will be. As a matter of interest, the fastest American in practice was number 16, Skip Axland, who lapped in 1 minute 19.3 also. Almost 2 seconds down on Barry Sheene. 18 laps this race, distance of 35.23 miles. That's Mick Grant there again, number 10 from Huddersfield. Number 11, Roger Marshall. Number 5, John Newbold. And again, we've got more or less the who's who of motorcycle racing. Number 16, that's Skip Axland, who won the 250 class of the Daytona a little while ago. And there's number 4, Tom Heron, Northern Ireland rider, now riding for Work Suzukis, and away they go on a warming up lap. And I've said it before, the reason for this warm-up lap is indeed to warm up the tyres, because these slick tyres, no tread, have to reach a tremendous heat to give the adhesion. Gently into Redgate on this warm-up lap. Some 36 riders on the grid for this World of Sports Superbike Challenge Trophy. The warm-up lap, and you'll see the speeds gradually increasing around Craner curves now down to the old hairpin. The field well spread out, and as I say, you'll notice the speeds gradually increasing as these tyres reach the heat required for adhesion. That's the old hairpin, and from there the riders go along a short straight, when in racing speeds will be somewhere around about 120 miles an hour under Starkey's Bridge. And Donington pre-war, the course actually went under that bridge, but now of course it bypasses it. The field still screaming through. Round McLean's now, they're on the fast straight up to Coppice Corner, and shortly onto Starkey Straight, and that's the straight. I'm talking to Barry Sheene this morning. He told me that there he'll be in 6th gear, and that means a speed of somewhere between 150 and 160 miles an hour. Through the chicane, which is a 2nd gear corner, and up to the line where Arthur Taylor has the red flag, the clerk of the course, to stop them, and shortly this race will be underway. Number 10, Mick Grant on the front row of the grid. Barry Sheene is back safely too. That's the lineup. Tom Heron just coming into the place. Incidentally, Tom Heron, a very good hockey player, would you believe? Some 5 weeks ago, he injured his ankle when he was playing hockey. And number 7, Barry Sheene, is all set for the start, and away they go. 18 laps, and it looks like Ron Haslam made a an early start there. Machine number 2. Barry Sheen tucked in on the inside of Mick Grant as they come up to the first corner, Redgate corner, and it's, yes, Haslam leads Sheen as they sweep round now, round Redgate. In now to Hollywood, Craner curves, round about 120 miles an hour here, down to the old hairpin, changing down to 4th gear, cranking it in, and that's number 2. Ron Haslam from Langley Mills, leading the British Championship at the moment, and he's made a superb start. He had a little machine trouble this morning, but it seems to be cured. Number 2, Ron Haslam, the early leader, and the field streaming through after them. That's still the distance there between first and second place men. Number 2, Haslam, followed by number 7, Barry Sheen. But Ron Haslam now on the fastest part of the circuit. Wheatcroft straight, clicking up through the gears. 5th gear, 130, up to 6th gear, 150 miles an hour. Then braking as they come to the chicane, coming in to complete the first lap of this 18-lap race. And it's number 2, Ron Haslam is the leader. Number 7, Barry Sheen in second place as they go fastest here. It's still Haslam from Sheen. Around Redgate for the second time. Round about 110 miles an hour as they go through Hollywood. And Haslam, I believe, slightly increasing his lead. He's leading the British Championship, as I told you, and at the end of lap 1, in 3rd place was number 10, Mick Grant. In 4th place was number 11. Number 11, Roger Marshall. In 5th place, number 5, that's Jubbold. And in 6th place, number 4, Tom Heron. But the early leader, and out on his own, is Ron Haslam as he hurls this machine, almost leaning off the machine around the old hairpin. Mick Grant closing a little. There's number 11 still in 4th place. That's Roger Marshall. But Ron Haslam leads. Barry Sheen still there in 2nd place. And Dave Potter, number 8, I can tell you, has come into the pits. But that's the scrap now. The 1st, 2nd and 3rd place men as they scream down Starkey Straight. And Sheen closing a little now. It's Haslam leading. In 2nd place, Barry Sheen, world champion in 1976 and 1977. Mick Grant is still in 3rd place. Sheen now just sussing out where he can get past Ron Haslam. Can he go on the inside there? No. Haslam closed the door, but does he? Yes, he does. Ron Haslam. And this is superb motorcycle racing here at Donington. Into Hollywood now, 120 miles an hour. Ron Haslam from Langley Mills leading the British Championship and leading here. Number 7, Barry Sheen in 2nd place, winner of the Venezuelan Grand Prix only last Sunday, and he raced then in temperature of 120 degrees. It's down to 40 here. He's in 2nd place, and Mick Grant on the Suzuki that cost him £8,500. He's in 3rd place. The first 3 really trying now and pulling away from the rest of the field. Number 2, Haslam, and number 7, Sheen. And Mick Grant is holding on. You see the difference in styles there with Haslam and Sheen with the knees right out. Mick Grant right down behind the fairing. Back along Starkey Straight now over that slide bump. 150 to 160 miles an hour. And it's still number 2. Ron Haslam, the local boy from Langley Mill. Number 7, Barry Sheen. Both of these boys had machine trouble, but they're going well now. And Mick Grant is still holding on there to 3rd place. Into Redgate corner once again, a 2nd gear corner run, but Sheen has gone through on the inside. Barry Sheen is through, but Haslam is trying to get it back, and they're using every inch of the road. Superb motorcycle racing, and Haslam pulls away. Is Sheen in trouble because Grant is closing? Ron Haslam is pulled right away now from Sheen, and Mick Grant trying to have a nibble now at Barry Sheen. Not round the old hairpin though. Barry Sheen 2nd, number 10, Mick Grant in 3rd place. Under Starkey's Bridge. There's the leader, number 2, Ron Haslam. Barry Sheen, number 7 in 2nd. And Mick Grant definitely closing on Barry Sheen. There's no 2 ways about that. Haslam still out in front. And Mick Grant, who went to Venezuela last Sunday and completed only 1 lap before gearbox trouble, got this brand new Suzuki for today. And he's really chasing hard on Barry Sheen. but Ron Haslam, number 2, out in front. Barry Sheen second, and Mick Grant still there in third. And these three now pulling well away from the rest of the field. Into the chicane, 40 to 50 miles an hour. Using most of the road. That's your leader, number 2. And number 7, Sheen, and number 10, Mick Grant. And they're pulling well away from the rest of the field as they go into Redgate Corner. The 4th place man just crossing the start-finish line. Around Redgate. And that's the 3 of the top riders in Britain today. Ron Haslam, number 2, into trainer curves, right about 120 miles an hour. You can see that ankle working as he's accelerating now up under Starkey's Bridge. 120 miles an hour, leaning right off that machine. And there's the 1st, 2nd and 3rd place men. It's still number 2, Haslam. And you can see that knee almost touching the ground, so is Sheen's. And Mick Grant still holding on there to 3rd place. Mick Grant, incidentally, you may wonder about the pattern on the helmet. It is, in fact, the JL, which is still a tribute from him to his very first sponsor in motorcycle racing, who was Jim Lee. And no matter what colour helmet he wears, he always has that symbol on. And they're coming into the chicane once again, and it's still number 2, Ron Haslam, number 7, Barry Sheen, and number 10, Mick Grant. Haslam using almost every inch of the road, and Sheen a little bit more. And Mick Grant still holding on there, equidistance now, the 1st, 2nd and 3rd place men. Sheen just closing up a little. He lost that World Championship last year, as you heard, and he's all out to get it back this year. He's closing now on Ron Haslam, but Ron just seems to have that acceleration through Redgate and managed to pull away a little. Number 2, Ron Haslam, number 7, Barry Sheen, and number 10, Mick Grant, and they're pulling well ahead of the rest of the field. We can tell you that in 4th place is number 5, and that is John Newbold. In 5th place is number 4, Tom Heron, and in 6th place is number 43, Mike Baldwin, the American. But they're the 1st, 2nd and 3rd place men. Ron Haslam, Barry Sheen, world champion in 76 and 77, runner-up last year. He's gone through on the inside, and so has Mick Grant. That's Barry Sheen gone through. Mick Grant is after him now, and Haslam is in trouble. Haslam is missing. We did know that during practice this morning the bike started to nip up a little, and it looks as if it's gone, and Mick Grant has gone through the outside of Barry Sheen. Mick Grant takes the lead from Barry Sheen, coming in to complete 6 laps now. That's 1/3 distance, and Mick Grant, with the unfamiliar red leathers, is now leading number 7, Barry Sheen, into Redgate Corner now for the 7th time, 110 miles an hour, accelerating as they come to Hollywood. Mick Grant and Barry Sheen as close as that into the left-hander at Craner, 130 miles an hour, and they're almost lapping the tail enders already. In fact, they're just about to swallow them up now as they increase their speed to 120, 130 miles an hour. And this is only the 7th lap. Mick Grant, he's got the bit between his teeth now, the Dower Yorkshireman, the lap record holder in the TT and the Isle of Man at 114.33 miles an hour, and he's out in front now. The leader, Mick Grant, number 7, Barry Sheen. Barry, the Superbike champion for the last 3 years. And Mick Grant looks over his shoulder. Yes, Mick, I can tell you Barry Sheen is right there with you. Is he going to try to get through on the inside this time? No, Barry Sheen, who he told us earlier, plays a waiting game now. And he's trying to go around the outside here. Can he make it? He does indeed. They're almost touching. And Mick Grant pops a wheelie and says, right, Barry, I'll have the lead back. What superb racing here from these two showmen. Mick Grant from Yorkshire, Barry Sheen from London. Absolutely superb style. You're seeing 2 masters of their art. As Sheen trying the inside again. But no, Mick Grant just closes the door a little. But this is absolutely fantastic racing here at Donington. Mick Grant, the Yorkshireman, Barry Sheen, the Londoner. They've been around a while and they know all the arts of passing and counter-passing. Under Starkey's Bridge, leaning over to incredible angles at 120 miles an hour, would you believe? And now to McLean's, changing down to about 70 miles an hour. Sheen going on the inside, and Sheen gets through again. Can Grant take it back again? No, Barry Sheen just pulling away a little now. Into the left-hander at Coppice. Number 7, Barry Sheene, and number 10, Mick Grant. Barry Sheene looks over his shoulder, and I can tell you, Barry, that Mick is behind you there now, but he isn't for long because he accelerates along the Starkey Straight and retakes the lead. Already inside one of the slower competitors, number 74, is Hartley Kerner, but they've gone past him very, very easily. In fact, Mick Grant did, but Barry Sheene's had a problem. And that was a tricky moment there for Barry Sheene, but he got through safely, and he's lost a little ground on Grant there. And we can tell you that Ron Haslam obviously had that machine trouble, because I understand he's pushing in. And these are pushing on, I can assure you. They're really trying. Number 10, Mick Grant, around Craner Curves at left-hander, and they're travelling there in 5th gear at 130 miles an hour, would you believe? They make it look so easy, don't they? Number 7, Barry Sheene. Under Starkey's Bridge they go. Up now to McLean's Corner. Number 10, Mick Grant, and number 7, Barry Sheene. As I said, they've been around a long time, they know all the tricks, and they are superb craftsmen at this sport. Up the straight now, up to 110 miles an hour before braking. Round about 80 miles an hour around Coppice, and now the fastest part of the circuit. Number 10, Grant, and number 7, Sheene. And Sheene, is he going to try and get through on the inside this time? No, I think Mick Grant is still going to hold it, and they're already coming up to complete half distance through the chicane. And along to complete half distance, Mick looks over his shoulder. Sheene is there with him. They're side by side. Can Sheene get through here? Barry Sheene, no, he just eases back. And number 10, Mick Grant, leads the way into Redgate Corner, followed by Barry Sheene. Two of the top riders in Britain, if not in the world. Around that left-hander now at Craner Curves. Suzuki versus Suzuki. Number 10, Mick Grant. Number 7, Barry Sheene. And I can tell you what, half distance, the order after these riders. Up into 3rd place was number 4, Tom Heron. In 5th place was number 5, John Newbold. And in 6th place was number 43, and that is the American Mike Baldwin, who's moved up from 8th place. But this is the dice for the lead between Mick Grant and Barry Sheene. Really superb stylists. And number 2, I can tell you, Ron Haslam is on his way into the pits with machine trouble, so let's hope he has better luck tomorrow in the Superbike race here at Donington. But that's Mick Grant on the inside of, again, one of the tail-enders, number 56, Frank Rutter, and these two are really gobbling up the tail-enders in this event. And there's a wheelie from Barry Sheene. And they really are enjoying every minute of this race, I can tell you. They're great buddies, they're great friends, but they're rivals when they get on that circuit. Mick Grant into Redgate, Barry Sheene right behind him. And this is where tail-enders can cause problems for one or two of the riders. And Mick Grant tries to get through on the inside, he does, but you see Barry Sheene is blocked a little there, but he makes his way through as well. Both safely through into the old hairpin. Mick Grant and Barry Sheene. Under Starkey's Bridge at 120 miles an hour. Then into that left-hander. And the left-hander at McLean's, a 2nd gear corner, round about 70 miles an hour. And disappearing up that straight, up through the gearbox, 3rd gear 90, 4th gear, 5th gear, 110 miles an hour. And then down to 80 for Coppice Corner. And now really full acceleration here. 150, 160 miles an hour as they go down Starkey Straight. It's still Mick Grant and Barry Sheene coming in to complete now 11 laps. 18-lap race. Superb stylist Grant, and also a superb style of Barry Sheene. Right together. And Sheene perhaps feeling his way now. Can he get through here? But Mick Grant, that right hand working overtime as he blips the throttle, changing down, easing that machine over, and Sheene trying to have a nibble on the inside here. No, that right-hander there is taking it somewhere around about 120 miles an hour. Down into Craner Curves they come again. And just watch these two superb riders as they master this circuit here at Donington. of poetry in motion, two really immaculate riders, and this is now the 12th lap they're on, and that gives us 2/3 distance. Coming up to Coppice Corner, a continuous right-hander, as you can see. And Mick Grant with that JL, you can just see it on the back of his helmet there, as I said, a tribute to his first ever sponsor, Jim Lee. Coming in to complete 2/3 distance, there'll be 6 laps to go when they cross the line. Mick Grant, Barry Sheene, and we can tell you that Barry Ditchburn on the Kawasaki is in fact in retirement. He was well down the field. That's the 12 laps completed and 6 laps to go. Into Redgate. Grant and Sheene, as they've been together so many times in races all over the world. Sheene trying to go through on the inside there, but Grant holds him out. Into that right-hander, sweeping over to the left-hander. And into the right-hander there at the old hairpin. Up now under Starkey Bridge. And I can assure you that there's not an invisible tow rope between them, but you might think there was. Coming up to McLean's now, second gear corner, around about 70 miles an hour. And then they go up through the gearbox as they get to 5th gear, around about 110 miles an hour before changing down through an 80 mile an hour at Coppice Corner. And I wonder, has Barry Sheene got the power now to get past Mick Grant? These Suzukis are virtually identical. It's the rider that's going to win this race, possibly not the machine, because almost identical machinery. Coming in now across the line once again, another wheelie from Barry Sheene. Mick Grant not that time, and still they're lapping tail enders, which can make one heck of a difference to these riders. Into Redgate they go. Barry Sheene trying to sneak up on the outside. Can he? No. Mick Grant is through. No, the tail ender there just chops him off. Into old hairpin now. And they're both through safely on the inside. Number 10, Mick Grant, and number 7, Barry Sheene. 120 miles an hour as they disappear now under Starkey's Bridge. And I can tell you also that Steve Parish is out of this race. Steve Parish has retired from the race. But these two boys are really trying, and as I said, they're thoroughly enjoying every minute of it. Barry Sheene won practically every honour. In fact, I would think every honour in motorcycle racing, with Superbike Championships, 500cc British Championships, World Championships, and now onto this fastest part of the circuit. And can Barry Sheene come up alongside? It looks as if he is. They're almost side by side as they go over that little bounce. But Mick Grant, no, he just says, no, thank you, Barry. I'm staying where I am for the moment. And Barry Sheene says, right, Mick, but I'll have another go shortly, and you rest assured he will do. They're coming in now to complete lap number 14, and Tom Heron, number 4, is still in 3rd place, with John Newbold, number 5, in 5th place. But these two riders are way, way out in front. Into Redgate again they go. Into that right-hander, Sheene trying again. Can he? No. Through Trainer curves now. And Sheene trying to come up on the outside. Can he? No. Grant gets to the old hairpin first. Sheene closing a little now. As I say, these bikes almost identical. Under Starkey's Bridge, 120 miles an hour, cranked over at an incredible angle. And here they come. Just see the angle and the different style, with Sheene's knee almost on the ground, whereas Grant is more upright on the machine. Up the straight now towards Coppice. Mick Grant, the dour Yorkshireman from Barry Sheene, the cheerful Londoner. And as I said, very good friends indeed. And now along the fastest part of the circuit here at Donington, Starkey Straight. Sheene coming up alongside again, is he? But Mick Grant just squirts a little bit more power out of that Suzuki and keeps his nose just in front. And that looks like the place that I think Barry Sheene may well make his move. He just seems to come up alongside, just trying out the power. A lot of tactics goes on despite the speeds that these boys are traveling. They've now completed 15 laps with just 3 to go. Number 10, Mick Grant, and number 7, Barry Sheene. Into Redgate now for the 16th time. Into the right-hander, sweeping then over to the left-hander at Craner Curves. The old hairpin, which they take around about 85 miles an hour. And the gap not any wider than what? Maybe one machine's length at the most. Under Starkey's Bridge, coming into the left-hander now at McLean's corner. That's Barry Sheene. And Barry, as he told us earlier, is all out for this World Championship. And he's got through. Number 7, Barry Sheene, leads number 10, Mick Grant now. Well, can Mick Grant come back at him? They're on the fastest part of the circuit here now. And a wheelie there from Sheene as he just goes over that little bump. But Barry Sheene pulling away now. And has Mick Grant got something in hand to come back? He's through the chicane onto the start and finish area, using every inch of the road and looking over his shoulder. And tucked down then behind that fairing. Mick Grant is still there with him, but Mick Grant is dropping back, or should I say Barry Sheene is pulling ahead. He goes into Redgate first. Redgate corner. Into Hollywood at 110 miles an hour. And he's pulling away from Mick Grant. Inside that tail end of number 74, that's Hartley Kerner. And I think that's twice that Barry Sheene has left that particular gentleman. And he's no slow coach, believe you me. That's Barry Sheene, and there's Mick Grant. You can see the gap now. Barry Sheene has made his move with just a couple of laps to go, and it looks as if it's paid off for him. He's pulling away now. That's Barry Sheene now on the straight up towards Coppice Corner, coming in now to complete the 17th lap. Inside number 18 there, who is Wes Cooley, one of the American riders, onto the Starkey Straight. And Mick Grant still there in second place, but Barry Sheene has done him this time, I think. A wheelie over the rise there, into the chicane now. Changing down, suspension working overtime as he eases it through the chicane. Coming out of the chicane now. And he's starting his last lap, a wheelie there from Barry. And he completes 17 laps with 1 to go. And Mick Grant is still there in second place, but dropping back with number 5, Newbold, ahead now of number 4, Tom Heron. There's the gap. There's Barry Sheene, and that's Mick Grant. There's Barry Sheene, the number 7, on his last lap now. And it looks as if he could have just been playing a waiting game. But he's pulling ahead now to the old hairpin once again. Knee almost touching the ground. Straightening the machine up. Moving to the other side of the machine as he goes under Starkey's Bridge for the 18th and final time. Into the right. Way out on his own now. On his way up to Coppice Corner, 110 miles an hour he reaches before braking down through the gearbox to a 4th gear corner at 80 miles an hour, out onto the very fast Starkey Straight, up through the gearbox. Watch the front wheel just leave the ground, and Barry Sheene has just got the chicane now, and he has won the World of Sport Superbike Challenge Trophy through the chicane. There's the checkered flag, and there's the winner, Barry Sheene, number 7, and look at that wheelie. Barry absolutely delighted. Number 7, Barry Sheene is the winner. In second place is number 10, Mick Grant on the Suzuki. In third place, number 5, John Newbold. And in fourth place, number 4, and that is Tom Heron. Well, that's your winner, Barry Sheene. What a perfectly judged race. Once again, waving to the crowds here. And Barry is, and Tom Heron explaining something there to Barry, that riding work Suzukis this year. And Barry Sheene notches up yet another victory here at Donington. Just moving ahead now of the rest of the field. And we can tell you that number 16, and that is the American Skip Axland, finished a magnificent 5th. And at number 36, Chris Guy on the Faro Yamaha finished in 6th place. And so we come to the result of this World of Sport Superbike Challenge Trophy. The winner, number 7, Barry Sheene. In second place, number 10, Mick Grant. And in third place, number 5, John Newbold.